Shalom Aleichem, everybody. Hope all is well. We know that we're approaching the holiday of Purim. We're very, very close. And Purim is a very special day and is connected to the ultimate redemption and to the coming of Mashiach. And we know that when Mashiach arrives, all the holidays will be nullified except Purim. What does it mean they'll be nullified? It doesn't mean they're going to be cancelled. It just means that the light that's going to shine when Mashiach comes is going to be so great that the holidays will be of less importance or recognition or intensity compared to just the average day. What do I mean by that? I mean that you could have a very bright light, and if you're in a dark room, that bright light is going to seem even brighter. But then if you put it in front of the sun, you're not going to notice the bright light as much. It's for sure still exists, and you could still find it and you still experience it, but compared to in the dark room, you can't even compare the intensity that one realizes on this specific light in a dark room compared to if it's right next to the sun. The sun outshines it. That is an analogy for the holidays, what's going to happen to the holidays when Mashiach comes. Because we know when Mashiach comes, there's going to be the Messiah, there's going to be the third temple, there's going to be the Shekhinah, the divine presence is going to be revealed throughout the world. We're going to enter a new era, an era of godly revelation. It's going to be a very intense, a powerful era that we're going to enter. It's going to be the Messianic era. It's going to be like biblical times, even greater than the times of King Solomon, than in the Garden of Eden even. It's going to be a godly radiation throughout the world. So automatically the holidays that are very intense already now, compared to the godly radiation that's coming in the time of Mashiach, they're going to be of less, they're going to be outshined, less noticeable, less relevant, so to speak, less important in comparison to the average day. Except for Purim. When Mashiach comes, Purim is going to be as intense as it is now. It's not going to lose any intensity. It's going to be as celebrated, as exciting, and it's going to stand out as much as it does right now. And that's very, very interesting to recognize. So we know that Purim is a glimpse into the Messianic era. When we celebrate Purim, we reach a place of ad lo yada, a place beyond intellect, beyond logic. We reach a level of godly revelation that is beyond understanding, beyond comprehension. People are always looking to comprehend why, how, proof, this, that. But comprehension is great, but it can't be the end of the road. Because as great as one's understanding could be, if they rely on their own understanding, they're relying on their own selves. And one's own self, one's own brain, as great as it is, as intense it is, it's not the end of the road. It's a physical brain. Our soul is far beyond our brains. So we have to reach a place above the intellect. We have to use the intellect, but it has to be a gateway to beyond the intellect. And that is how we connect to God. When we remove our own understanding, a situation may seem tough, it may seem difficult. But I have a human mind, but I'm connected to the Almighty who's beyond this situation. So I could rise above this situation. The Jewish people stood before the Sea of Reeds. The logic told them, how is this going to split? It's a sea. It's an ocean. How is it going to split? But Nachshon ben Aminadav, the man who jumped in first, he had full faith in God. And in his merit, the sea split. And God split the sea because God creates the sea. God creates the sea that is not split. So he could surely cause the sea to split. And when we reach a place where we trust in the Almighty so intensely, so completely and fully, we literally change reality, we change logic, we change physicality. And that is Purim. Purim is interesting because Purim is a holiday where the miracles were fully enclosed within nature. The miracle of Purim, Esther being the queen, God making Esther become the queen and getting Esther to convince first of all, getting Achashverosh to remember Mordechai, the favor that Mordechai did for him, and also causing Esther to become the most powerful woman in the kingdom, and being able to convince the king Achashverosh to have mercy on the Jewish people and to stop the decree to kill them. This is all a miracle that completely became enclosed and invested within nature. It wasn't like the splitting of the seas or Hanukkah, the lighting where the candles lit for 8 days. It was a miracle that fully happened within nature. God didn't have to change nature. God caused nature to itself to reveal this miracle. So a person could think that's a lower level miracle, and a person could, God forbid, miss the miracle. They say, it's nature, it just happened, it's by chance. That's the furthest one could be from God, when they think something is by chance. Yes, it seems like it's by chance, but it's nothing else but the Almighty Himself. A person has to always see the hand of God within everything, within their lives. Even things that are nature, natural occurrences, are not by accident. They are the Almighty Himself. And you are obligated to search for Him and to remember Him in those situations. That's the beauty of Purim, because it's the greatest miracle of all, where we were supposed to be, so to speak, wiped out, and God saved us in a fully, seemingly natural way, but there's nothing else besides God. It was fully God Himself saving us from Achashverosh. So that is the holiday of reaching a place beyond intellect, beyond our own calculations. We're always stuck in our own calculations. We have to remove the limitations, remove the Egypt, remove the barriers, remove the garments, and relate to the Almighty. How do we do this? By being happy beyond limitation. Whenever we're happy, the evil darkness, the evil inclination tries to tell us, why are you happy? X, Y, and Z is happening, blah, 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 blah. We have to be happy beyond calculation, beyond our own. We don't need our own permission to be happy. We have to be fully happy. And that is why we're connected to the Messianic era, because in the Messianic era, this level is going to be revealed even greater. And this reality is going to radiate throughout the world. So let's get ready for the coming Mashiach. And through that, we'll experience the end of days. And that is why Purim is a glimpse into the end of Galus, that we are getting ready for the coming Mashiach. So by being happy on Purim, without limitation, without calculations, we're able to bring the Messianic era closer. Thank you so much. God bless you all.